Hello everyone, my name is Jordan, also known as X-3. Today I want to show you guys how to create this UFO Laser 3. What's very crazy about this synth is that it can only achieve this type of sound through the modulation with Maelstrom. Any other modulation with any other synth probably won't work. Anyways, I'm going to show you how to create this synth. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is throw in a combinator, and you want to throw in a blank instance of Maelstrom. Maelstrom is great for getting all those very fine grit and even getting some super sweet, fancy wobble type effects. So the first thing I'm going to go through is through my mod wheel. So we're going to turn up the index to 1, and we're going to take the shift all the way to negative, because the mod A is going to really deal with the shift a lot, and it's going to pitch it all the way up. But once we do this, it's going to basically set all the shift values of this synth back down to 0, so that way you get a baseline signal like this. So normally you would get a sound like this, but if we mess with all the shift and everything, you would get a sound like this. So it basically resets all the crazy frequency shifts. So what I'm going to do is go over to my oscillators. I want to turn this all the way to a sawtooth, and I'm going to turn up my semi to full. I want to take my shift all the way as far negative as it can go. For the motion, I want to turn it right up and the index all the way to the right. This is a very extreme synth, and we're going to modulate the crap out of our oscillator A and B. So for oscillator B, it's basically similar to oscillator A. Wavetooth, that would be awesome, but sawtooth, turn it on. The shift, we're going to take this up to, I think, 24. Okay, and we're also going to take this down an octave and run them both through shaper and filter B. Well, oscillator A needs to run through the shaper, so I'm going to turn that on, set it to quant. For the mount, I'm going to set this a little bit above half, so 84 for this. Sounds very plain right now, but we'll get to the niceness of this. I also forgot to turn up all my semi on oscillator B. This raises the whole synth by an octave, but it also detunes it at the same time because we're pitching it down and using the shift to kind of curve this more forward, so higher up in frequencies. So at this setting, I'm going to set my filter A down probably about 33 or something like that. And make sure, okay, that's good. I'm going to take off filter B since we won't be using it. Now for the fun part, we're going to mess with mod A. Okay, so for mod A, we're going to take our synced rate, so turn it on sync, and set the rate to 1/8. Turn up your shift all the way, turn up your index all the way, and for your pitch, I think we take this all the way to 53. Because it just peaks at that very fine harmonic, and it makes it grit. Any pitch below this is fine, but it needs to be around 50 or so. Anyways, turn on your mod B, set it to okay, that's good. We're going to set this to a rising up. So curve 10, and for the rate, this actually has to be very specific. It needs to be at 24. Alright, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up my motion all the way to 33. And the motion basically controls the motion control on our sawtooths. Even though the motion does not affect how the saw changes, I thought it would just be a nice touch. We're going to throw up our filter all the way, and we're going to throw up our volume all the way. And for our mod A, check this out. We're going to take this all the way to negative. So that way it only affects mod A. Or actually it's going to take all of this signal and subtract it. So we're going to set our mod B to mod A. The destination is going to be A. That's basically the sound. If you want to get it much fatter, all you have to do is throw on a compressor, and we're going to take our threshold all the way down and our ratio all the way up. Attack needs to be all the way up, and our release needs to be all the way down. This just compresses it very nicely and leaves the signal in green instead of red. And if you want to boost this even more, throw in a maximizer. Turn up your gain to about 5. Put 4 milliseconds look ahead. This is like future. It zooms all the way down and predicts 4 milliseconds what this sound is going to hit. That's pretty crazy. Anyways, I'm going to set it to auto release, and the output gain, I'm going to set this to probably about 1 or 2, and I'm going to leave it at that. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll check you guys out tomorrow for Musical Monday. Have a good one, and peace. Oh, hey everyone, my name is Jordan, and I want to say thank you guys so much for watching these videos. They really do mean a lot to me. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one. I'm gonna try and make this pretty short. Monday, I have a lot of things going on, so I'm gonna try and get this video to you guys out sooner, and so that way you guys can enjoy it instead of waiting around expecting this video. I usually try and post later at night because it's easier to kind of work with the material. Since I have a lot of stuff going on during the day, I can't really formulate a time for this video other than later at night. So that's why they always come around 9 or 10 o'clock. Usually, yeah, so I'm gonna try and get this video out to you guys earlier than that. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a good one. And as always, stay safe and be chill. Peace.